What is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Naoya Inoue knocks out Jason Moloney in the 7th round to retain his WBA and IBF bantamweight titles. This was a routine victory for Naoya Inoue, as we expected. You know, Jason Moloney was game, but ultimately he didn't have what it took to really hang with Naoya Inoue. Didn't have the power, didn't have the strength, didn't have the skill set, to be honest with you. And yeah, this was a routine performance by Naoya Inoue. He got the job done. You know, it was the regular Inoue performance. He was applying steady pressure behind a high guard and, you know, picking his punches quite well, displaying good punch technique, a ramrod jab, some good left hooks to the body. The straight right hand was pretty accurate in this fight, and also that left hook, as we know, is a devastating punch, and that punch actually played a part in this fight. You know, to me, this was a workmanlike performance by Naoya Inoue. Jason Moloney is a tough guy. He's game, he's durable, and he'll come to fight, but Jason Moloney is not really close to being a top 5 fighter in the bantamweight division. And, you know, Inoue dealt with him how you're supposed to. You know, round by round, Inoue was picking his shots well, applying pressure, and gradually breaking down the resilient Jason Moloney. Moloney was having success in this fight. He was tagging Inoue. Sometimes the jab would pierce Inoue's guard. Moloney was landing some body shots at times, and his chopping overhand right was catching Inoue quite regularly. Inoue's a good fighter, as we know, a very good fighter. Brilliant punch technique, great timing, great poise, decent footwork, decent pressure. But Inoue can get caught, he can be hit, and we saw that again in this fight. So Moloney was having success, but ultimately he never really had anything to keep Inoue honest, and Inoue basically just walked through him with his power. Yeah, ultimately it was really the fight I expected. The first 4 to 5 rounds were fairly monotonous. Inoue was basically just walking down Moloney, landing big body shots, big head shots, ramrod jabs, landing the eye-catching shots. Occasionally you would see a moment of defiance from Jason Moloney, but as the fight went on, you realised it was just a matter of time. The face of Jason Moloney was getting marked up, and he was showing the signs of battle. And yeah, round 6, the writing really was on the wall. Inoue landed a really nice counter left hook, which dropped Jason Moloney. Moloney beats the count, he sees out the round, but round 7 was where this fight ended. He caught Moloney with a right hand, which dropped Moloney, and the referee waved it off, and rightly so, because he was starting to take a bit of a beating in this fight. It was a systematic beatdown by Naoya Inoue, workmanlike. I don't think he set the world alight, and defensively, again, he was getting touched up, but he got the job done. He did what he needed to do. Like I said, really, this was the typical Naoya Inoue performance, and at bantamweight, I've got to say, I don't really see anybody beating Inoue. The Daenerys Ubali winner, I would pick Inoue to win. You also have John Real Casemiro knocking around. Again, I would pick Inoue to beat Casemiro. So yeah, ultimately, if Inoue gets the fights that he wants at bantamweight, I do believe he'll clean out the division and become undisputed. But once Inoue moves past bantamweight and his size and physical traits aren't quite as prevalent, I do believe you're going to see this guy in some real hard fights. I've seen people out there say that Inoue could go up to 126 and knock out champions. I mean, Inoue's good. He's very good in my opinion. His punch, like I said, his punch technique is excellent. Nice feet, nice poise, good accuracy. Inoue does a lot right. Underrated timing. He's a very, very, very good fighter. But listen, man, the guy does have flaws, mainly defensively. He can be caught. And moving up in weight, when you don't have that same physical edge that you did in lighter weight classes, trust me, this guy's going to be in hard fights. I've seen people say this guy knocks out Navarrete, which, in my opinion, is a big, big ask. Navarrete is a very good fighter, so yeah, I think some people should actually take a step back with Inoue, just assuming he beats all of these guys in multiple weight classes. Listen, he's still got work to do at bantamweight, which I think he will do if he gets the fights, but after that, it's going to get a lot more tricky, trust me. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm not hating on Inoue. Just I wanted to give a different perspective on it, to be honest, because everyone is, you know, kind of positive in regards to Inoue, and they don't really address his flaws and what he does wrong, his weaknesses. And at bantamweight, I don't think they're going to be really exposed, to be honest, apart from a big guy like Denaire who kind of asks questions. Apart from someone like Denaire, I don't really see anybody at bantamweight asking those type of questions. But as Inoue moves up, you're going to see some of his flaws to a greater extent, in my opinion. So yeah, I do believe Inoue needs to tighten up defensively, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, all in all, a good performance. Certainly one of the more exciting fighters in the sport of boxing. I like his aggression, I like his power punching, I like his accuracy, his poise. I like everything about Inoue, I really do. And in my opinion, he's definitely a pound-for-pound fighter. But there's a lot more to do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not quite as confident as other people are when this guy moves up a couple of weight classes. But there we go. Anyway, share your thoughts below. Beanie Guy Del Boy. Peace.